matching pump back.
Yeah, what's that shit? Which is the valve inside? This side, right? This is the valve. Alright, so I need to do something like that. Perfect spacing. Pick it up off this other 45 right here, just like that. Walk down, boom. And then plug straight in, bam. That's a sweet setup. And nothing gets in the way either, I don't think. This hose, right? The drain. Coming out. I think with a 90, we go straight on right there. I think we put the plate with the. I want to go straight up and get away from it. The drain.
Straight out.
Right. Yeah, but I'm looking, there's going to be a pipe now there, look. That's all it's on. Here. You got a light there? It still can go around everything. It's just that I want to go up as soon as possible so when you use it to fill, it doesn't trap oil. So, oh no, we're still good, bro. We're good with all that shit. We come straight across and around. I think I would come across here and forward around the heat and straight up to the bottom. Because the heat is back here, right? I want to go in between here. There's too much heat here. But I could come out and in between. I'd rather not be in between any of the pipes. I'd just rather get away from it and under and come out over there.
Or else you could come straight out through here, and come all up here and go right through there, like I did with on the Miata. That's how we ran the wires through the
through the pillar?
Yeah.
Through that thing, just drill a hole and snake it?
Well, all you're doing is coming off the breather.
Yeah, but it's a big ass hole. It's a 10, bro. I'd rather that's not. Wait, I think I might have one right here in my pocket. No, look. Put a 10 right there. Sorry. Yeah, what's up? What color we think? It's gotta be the little baby one. Yeah. This is the 93. Right. Or is it the same fucking tap?
This is.
That looks like pipe.
No, this is not pipe.
That's metric?
Yeah.
That might be another one that we could have used.
Pipe. That's pipe.
Oh, look. Can't we just use this on that center thing and make our lives easier? Don't you have to tap to this?
Yep.
Perfect. Let's do this one. Nobody's gonna see it. No metal here. Yeah. Somebody explain to me. All right. So no. Everything else is.
There's a gazillion other fittings down here too. This pipe.
This is 10 steel.
Yeah, take that.
She's seen better days. We gonna weld her. We gonna weld her real nice. LBAs. LBAs.
Quick disconnects.
Filter. Filter, right?
Yep.
Inline filter.
A lot of homemade shit.
Huh? Homemade?
A lot of homemade stuff here. Brand new stuff too.
You gotta put all this shit together, man. In a bucket by size, because all that shit that you're doing right now, that's what takes us time every time. If we just get a bucket for fucking -6, boom. A bucket for 10s, boom. You know, we have a, whether it's new or old, at least you know which bucket you're in. It's the same shit with those screws. Those screws, as long as they're not organized, they're not even worth having. They're just a distraction. Let's see what we can do. My fucking knob sensor. These are too thick. These look just right, but these are tight strapped together, so I would assume that that's special. Minimal resistance.
That thing can cut a fucking car in half. It can certainly make short work of that.
And it has. When it says go, it's trying to come off. It might not even make sense to you. It ain't got time for you to make sense of all this. Might not want to grab that with your hands right now. Not too hard. Don't break my shit. Today, we're gonna try tapping the right thread for the right part. It's a fucking foreign notion around here.
It's moving.
Yeah, I know. Like a good little bitch should. As long as it doesn't turn, it could just move.
Yeah.
It's all part of my master plan. Oh, she just tried it. She tried it.
That's sliding.
So, forward is a good gear, apparently.
Nope. Must have some threads bunched up in there.
Not anymore.
Yeah, you got past it. See? There you go.
Smaller intestine. Yeah, we got plenty in there. Aluminum and aluminum. They're gonna love each other. They have no choice. 80. 73. Need a bolt? Did you already look over there? You already looked over there? Oh, shit.
For a bolt?
And just seeing how big of a bolt she can take.
So can you run me through what you need again?
What?
The fittings for the oil
I
cooler
need
don't work. Don't
psychologist is the one.
He's working on that right now. I gave it to him.
Is it psychologist, the one that gives you the drugs, or psychiatrist? I mean, you were saying what I needed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think the psychiatrist is the one I need for before Monday.
Yeah. Psychologist is the one that listens to your problem.
After I
We need that fitting down there with the plate for the oil drain.
yeah, we'd need to find that flange because that's a
Was that didn't that get cut off yesterday back here?
Yeah, cut
It was on the floor. I remember seeing it.
Look.
Oh, there
Look where
it is.
it is. Hiding.
There it is.
Look where it's hiding.
So this needs to be welded.
Yeah, to that.
Okay, so let's give that to him.
Melt that shit together however the fuck you can this year.
Those bands, I gotta order another set. The one you sent me
Another
the
pair of
links.
3-inch. Yeah. We need that $8 fucking tool bar for here. 1.3 I guess is 0.3 of 15, 0.35, 3. This is 18-pound cap. 18 and 30. I could send you the link to the other one. I don't know if I sent it to you. I think I want to send. Look, check this out. This machine sold for $8 grand. It's big enough to
What?
do housings, fucking
Get the fuck
covers.
out.
Yeah.
On
Eight-
where? eBay?
Yeah. East Hampton, Connecticut. I saw. I was like, what? 20 tools. I'm like, look, I was reading through it. It's got a coolant pump, tank, whatever. Look at the dimensions of the bed. Their Z is 18. The rotor housing is only 13 and a half. 20 by 14 by 18. That's what you could stick in here.
Damn.
I mean, it's not a wonderful brand, but it doesn't matter, dude. It's a fucking milling, a CNC mill. It's got all the tools. Look, over here, that's the rotary tool section right there. You could put 20 different tools here.
Damn.
Drills, taps, arbors, fucking glow-in-the-dark dildo if you want, flopping around in there. Every third cut, you could have that shit whop around in there. The real miracle here is that I got anything fucking done. That's where the real miracle just happened. But
Coming along nicely.
okay, so all of that shit fits and nothing hits. Very nice. Very nice.
You checked the alternator and everything?
I didn't dress it up that far. I thought I could get away with it because I checked this part already.
Yeah.
But what I'm worried about is that fucking missing line that I fucking moved connectors from one side to the other, and I didn't realize, since I work on this car so often, that I fucking used that passage for another line.
Right.
So I'm thinking that before what the fuck is it now? This little line? That I went like this. I think I did this before. Because that's how I usually do it, go along shit. But now the return is here. And that's not a huge problem. It's just that I might, besides, I don't even know. I think I have to remake the line. I can't really even see in there. Either way, it's not an enormous deal, but it's something that I'm gonna have to fucking figure out here. And I can't see when the thing's on, and I can't really work on it when it's on, so once I take it off, I want to just leave it on there, go get all this bullshit, put the 2 fucking knock sensors on there, lock down, and then fucking take this shit off and put the fucking hose this way and figure out, because I can't, I'm thinking about this hose right now because we're committed, that's it. I have a fucking fitting on there. That thing has to have a tank now. whether anybody fucking likes it or not.
That's for the oil drain
Oil
catch.
catch and oil fill, because it's gonna be the same bottle. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, here it's gonna breathe, but not fill. You know, because I'm gonna put it at the top of the tank, or on the side of the tank rather, so that it just breathes and loses the oil out of the air, and it comes back into the engine as it gets thrown out.
Right.
So if you start beating on this car, it doesn't want to start peeing all over the place. It just wants to just return it back to the drain, which is the oil pan. So if I can have that fucking piece, I'm working with these two hoses to make an imaginary piece that I don't have yet.
You talking about the bottle?
Yeah.
So where do we get the material for that?
Well, I need to finish configuring in my mind how many bottles I fucking need, so I know which size shape to even use. But before I could get there, I just need the hoses, you know? Like, I don't know if he could just look at empty everything and see 9 hoses, how they path, how they don't overlap, how they route. I need to fucking start point and my end point. I could deal without no end point, but I need my starting point. And there's enough shit in the way just from starting. That's why, like, I don't do the whole job at once. I do the first half, and I try to work my way backwards from there and see which better route there is, because there's still missing shit here.
Yeah.
Not much. Like, there's only missing shit to, like, here. This whole area is up for grabs. That's why, just like it took me, however long it took me to do that, and it looks like shit's missing, but everything's on there, that's what I'm trying to fucking do over here right now. That's the fucking miracle. You know, I don't mind if it ends up being a pipe. I don't give a fuck what shape it is. Triangles, make them all rotor looking things so they all interfit. That would be cool. I mean, a little weird to weld, but you know, again, like it's
Try like rotors coming out.
like, is that the thing? Triangle.
Yeah, but I'm saying they come out, right?
No, they go up and down.
Up and down.
Triangles, like, you put one triangle next to another, it becomes a fucking trapezoid.
Yeah.
So if you can only put 4 bottles, but I bet you can put 5 triangles here. Like, if the top of it was cool and like CNC'd, like the shape of the rotor, the side seal of the thing, and you just get that welded on, so the top is CNC and the rest of it is a regular piece of shit pipe, that would be super cool, and we could charge for that pretty nicely. It wouldn't be this. Look, somebody paid $1 million for this. Oh, that's
Cusco.
Cusco. So nice there. Like, I wouldn't even look. If I'm paying, I'm not putting name brands up. Okay. If it's popular or whatever, so what? But I don't give a fuck about this. If I could, I'd put like this. There you go. Cusco didn't fucking give me no half off on this shit. It's just like fucking $300 because of this name.
Yeah.
So if they got $300 for this bottle, I mill a fucking nice rotor piece here, and we do all those, and it has a filter, and you kind of like just notice that that's there. That's a sweet piece. Look, you figure out who the fuck wants to buy it. I barely have enough time to make this shit work, right? Like, you want me to go out there and meet and greet and do coffee and shit and do like drives in the fucking Starbucks parking lot? No, get somebody else. Let's see, I don't know, maybe I put a 90 on this thing right here and just a bung like right there, right? And then here, this is the one that will go parallel with that there. So I'm not sure. If I go to the back, I'll go to the back with both. If I come into the front, I'd rather go to the front with both. I create all these divides all the time in this shit, but that's how I work. Everybody works their way. I work a very complicated, weird way. And that's why I can't work with too many fucking people. Especially people who want to input shit every 3 fucking seconds and wait, while you're almost done, oh, we really need to do this. Oh, what parachute just dropped on me? Yeah, the double throttle thing, we have to do that. So now we need a relay, like this, to work that. Luckily for me, I already fucking pre-planned all these fuckeries, and I left enough vacuum hoses pre-dedicated for certain things.
Did he get those vacuum hoses he said he was going to pick up?
He ordered a few lines. That was the end of the story.
I thought he was picking some up on the way in.
I don't know. So, to cap this up, the screws.
There's a list here we were working on.
Let me just go to the piece of paper so I could get what do I could get right now? This guy said that tomorrow he could have that muffler. He doesn't have the muffler.
Yeah, the one he's got's got the glass packing or some shit.
We'll just wait. We're not gonna fucking just rush it for now.
Where you guys end up going with the Flowmaster? Or?
Yeah, Flowmaster. The cable is in the RX8. I'll go by Eric and
Get
pull that out.
please.
Still need that rear O2 sensor, right?
Yeah.
45-degree pipe, 3.5.
No, I'll get that now.
Getting that now.
Yeah, just fucking erase that.
Straight pipe you're getting, right?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that. Straight. 6 feet. Straight. 6. Straight 3 inch. Okay.
You all that with you on it?
What about this dash 10T with a B nut on one of the legs?
Yeah, with a we still need that. We also need those 4 fittings, that metric thread for the oil coolers.
Right.
Since these didn't work,
Yeah.
that's what we're stuck on now. 'Cause you bought all the fittings and all the hoses to make the oil lines, the longer side ones. I think there's plenty to do that. And I need to do that in order to be able to connect the shit and turn it over. But the hoses and that oil level sensor is what
Oh yeah, the
that's
RX8.
keeping me on the oil system.
You see the penicillin?
I haven't had time to look at the oil sensor shit. I'm working on this other stuff,
Bro, you're fired.
but wait a second. This can be easily solved without having to do anything.
What? Cancel my psychiatric appointment.
The psychologist is in.
Alright, this is what the problem is. Real
Please
simple.
tell me what the
Real
problem is.
simple. Okay,
Which problem are we addressing now?
TRE
Has something close.
has something close, but it's not the same thing
Same pitch, wrong size.
because this
Barely.
is to whatever they're having manufactured.
Listen.
Now,
can
wait,
you-
wait, wait, wait,
Can
wait.
you skip to the solution part,
The
please?
solution is this. This is the thread that goes
On it.
on everything about the car.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay?
Right.
Racing Beat has these fittings here
expensive ones.
with the right pitch. They have a small one and a large one. So do other manufacturers. This one also has the right pitch.
So this is the
You
right
see?
fitting.
This is
This
the
one
right
is the right
fitting.
fitting. Okay.
And there's other companies that have this fitting, not TRE.
What's the thread?
This is 19 by 1.5.
Damn, that's odd as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
God
But
damn. No wonder. 19 at all. 19 doesn't exist, bro. It's 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
see,
15.
this one, okay, this is some other manufacturer that has the same as the Mazda. The one that is strange is TRE's.
Listen, I thought you had a solution, bro.
This is the
Where the
solution.
fuck is the solution?
How many of these do we need?
4.
We need 4 of these. Okay.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that was a solution.
Did you need anything to build this?
Hang on
Yeah.
a second.
Like 2
I may
Percocets,
be
a
able-
blowjob,
I may be able to
maybe a
solve
double
this.
of some fucking.
Blowjob by a woman.
I would hope they wouldn't fucking torture me too badly. Is that shit in the way? I got oil dripping, that's why I got it up a
Hurt yourself, man.
little. Step on the good toe.
She's a pisser.
I'm going pee-pee right now.
She's a pisser.
Oh yeah, yeah. Never disappointing moment for Mazda. face. Get real close. You're gonna get oil and you get plastic. I don't know the plastics, man. I was gonna say neither one's gonna be quite fucking friendly. I'm glad the lines were empty. I definitely gracious. It's coming through. It's coming through.
Where it belongs.
These are no fucking sacred fucking ass rat. Wait for a stronger narcotic.
Need some DMT.
It hasn't been invented yet.
You gotta be fucked up enough.
You ever heard of DMT?
Yeah.
It's your pineal gland produces it.
That's just weak, bro.
John McAfee snorted a whole bag of it. He says he's never come down from that trip.
See what I'm saying? Weak niggas.
That's the chemical.
Narcotic there is called Dilaudid.
That's an opioid painkiller, but I'm talking DMT. It's a hallucinogen. It creates like the sensation that time, like weed makes time dilate or make it shorter, right? This makes it seem like forever. Like they say a trip lasts 5 minutes, but it seems like an eternity when you're on it. And when you die, your brain releases a fucking river of this shit into your body. So they're saying that this is the chemical, like whatever belief system you go by,
Yeah.
it manifests on this shit. You hallucinate your heaven or your hell or your 72 virgins or whatever the hell you're.
Hey now, where are my virgins?
Your
Make
brain's.
sure you be specific and say female version.
Your brain,
Of course.
yeah, I mean, your brain like still stays on like a couple minutes after your heart stops, supposedly. So like you're dead for all intents and purposes, but this shit's flooding your body, so you're in fucking bliss.
Hey,
These
order some of that shit. You got
Yeah.
some of that back there, bro? What? DMT?
Plus, it's the fucking chemical that makes you dream.
Come on.
When you dream at night, it's that shit being released a little bit at a time into your body, and that's what gives you like lucid dreams and all that shit. The more you get, wet dreams, whatever, it's responsible for it.
Your wet dreams.
Like this bitch is a wet dream here when it finishes.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to hear what McAfee got to say about that. McAfee, what's that? John McAfee. Holiday, with my dogs. With my dogs. Herp. John McAfee. John McAfee.
Fucking help me, Jesus.
Yo, man, you guys on the chat are funny as fuck. You watch that video, Rich?
Which one?
The one they just posted? You should watch that shit. Pump it. Oh no, now dump it. Alright, now he's about to kill himself. Fuck.
Venga! If I could just see through steel and aluminum. Will I be a monkey from Brat. Brat. Brat.
Hello.
Hey, Rachel, this is the...
Good, great. They were the very first. There's nothing special about this new crap that they're doing. The recipe stuff is fantastic.
What did they do here? Nothing? No coating, no nothing, no nothing?
Yeah, they got a wicked coating.
Oh,
Take that glove off and touch it. This thing is so smooth.
it feels slippery.
With the engine fully assembled,
You could turn these.
I can grab the rear counterweight and twist the whole motor with just my one wrist.
Right.
And you can have those things re-coated and re-ground. But they do charge an arm and a leg for that.
Oh. Did they re-studded this, or this just has inserts for the threads?
No, that's what they come. That's what they come.
How long they been selling this?
Shit, man, for 15, 20 years.
And how much is this motor? The 5 plates.
About $1,800 for all three. I mean, for each one. About $5 grand for the three.
$5 grand for the 3.
Yeah.
Do those come with the washers?
Well, all these are supposed to take an O-ring.
No, I need bronze washers.
Bronze washers?
You got no deal.
I got bronze
I got enough.
washers, but we gotta replace these.
What?
What I don't like about these metal ones is that the hole is small on the inside. I guess we could ream them out for more flow. They should be like this. These are readily available all over the place. You just gotta buy some.
I don't think that matters. Everything's flowing through there, so as long as those holes are not smaller than this, you're good.
Well,
Right?
you got two of them.
Well, even if
See
you
how
had one,
these-
look. Even if you had one, look.
Yeah, but you see how these get stepped down?
That's shit, but I'm just saying.
I'll drill these guys out. Okay.
All right, so we
Well, we
got,
got four.
4.
I gotta order some.
Celebrate.
These are something that they're doing for
That's a
their
metric
shit.
thread, but
I know, but
it's for that. You know what that's for? That is the thread for a fucking holly. That's what
Okay.
that's for.
Okay.
That, now that I look at it, that I see it like that, all short and
See,
big as fuck.
these and these are the same. This screws right into here.
You don't got a holly or a bowl you could try?
When I was moving, I threw all that shit away. I called all the people that were running hollies at the time. I said, take
Don't you
what
still
want.
have that old carburetor?
Yeah.
It's not available. You can't just try it.
Yeah, but unless you guys want to climb up there and bring it down, I'm not into climbing moves.
Come on, big toe.
Where's it going?
It's up here somewhere.
Alright,
let me-
Go up there and I'll pass you the engine.
You sound like the guys from the island. You'll make a right and then make another left and you're right there.
And soon come.
Huh?
Soon come.
Yeah, just pass that street and make a right and on the left.
The
it-
big tree, man. You
Yeah.
didn't see the big tree. It's like, God, there's like 5 trees.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, just go there. Make
That's
a right.
not a tree.
I'm gonna
That's
get
a-
the thread from the
Fine,
Racing
just
Bee
Go there,
catalog
when you
and
get
find
there, make a
somebody
left,
sells
and
them.
then
We
make a
need to
right, you'll see
replace
it right
these.
there. Okay, that's a lot of there.
These are the 4. I'll drill the 2 out, but first I'll gotta do something else.
Genius. You got one of Diego's cars here, huh?
Yeah, corapán.
Yep.
No era de
good?
cigarro.
Oh, shit.
No, pero... Mira, mira. Esto aquí,
Ajá.
del otro, no era igual. Míralo allá, mira. Acá. Ve, ese corapán parece que es un techo duro.
Sí.
No es de ese carro. Entonces, esto aquí, esta línea de aquí a aquí, esta era más ancha, era así. ¿Ok? Tengo que doblar ahí, ¿ves? Arreglar todo eso ahí. Pero bueno, eso no es problema. Ya está resuelto.
Muy bien.
Esto es falso, mira.
Ah, yeah.
Eso es acero, eso no hay que lo enderece.
So es diferente. Esta pieza es diferente.
Pero no, ya se arregló todo. Tiene pequeñas diferencias. El de aquí me trajo la luz de atrás, el gel de atrás, el Terlan de atrás.
Para esto,
Esta, la trajo para aquel, pero estaba, mira, tenía un pedacito partido aquí. Dije, Dios, aquella.
sí. At least the trunk lid fits, huh? Esta pieza está bien. So solamente esto.
Onto here, correct?
Looks like it, yeah.
And this is where the wire, the filament comes out of?
That's the laser head. It burns wood and shit, leather.
Oh, so each head is for a different purpose.
Right.
This one's heavy as shit.
That's the print nozzle, so that's a 3D printer.
Little motors.
Little cooling fans and shit.
Pretty cool. Feel how heavy that is.
Yeah. And that takes the router bits for the CNC.
So then when you have this thing assembled, depending on what the job you're doing, you change this head.
Right.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. You have to get it put together and start playing around with it.
It's incredible how technology has moved on. And this is for, this is what?
That's for all the cable connections. Looks pretty simple to assemble. Not too much to it.
Actually, there is quite a bit to it. I mean, assemble to assemble. I guess that's where all your hardware stuff is at. There's got to be a board where they all connect to, correct?
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, all of them are done.
Okay, so it's all constructed. Everything's put together. So let's see. Go to settings, calibration, homing. Okay, so I downloaded my first Thingiverse file, like Bitcoin coin holder. I'm warming up the print head.
Printing PLA, so this is polylactic acid is very forgiving on prints. I'm not talking it down, it is an amazing print, regardless of my hate. And it's also, you don't know what's, does it say there, what the layer height is right now? Be careful with that.
I put it on normal print, so.
Which is point what? 1, 2, 3?
You gotta look at the software here.
It probably
Damn. That's fucking nice. It's gonna have a rainbow effect, huh?
yeah, this guy loves it.
This is one with the new Impala engine.
The what?
The Impala engine.
No, this is a Corvette. But the wing is gonna be like the P1, the McLaren P1. Like,
Yeah.
you know what it's with?
P1, McLaren.
Yeah, let me see. Teaspoon. So
Of the metal flake?
The guy wanted heavy flake.
Yeah.
So
He's definitely gonna get that.
yeah, this is gonna be painted black. That way
Black?
Yeah.
The wheel well?
Just as much as we did on the whole thing, just to replace this. No. These mufflers
We
are good, right?
probably have.
We might have that flying.
Yeah. Why can't cost yourself that egg, bro?
It's because it's $15. And it's 2 welds.
No well.
1 weld, 2 welds. I mean, you could leave it on there. You got a flange? Find me one.
You're gonna go like this, right?
Right. A 45 around this, and then a 45 to get back in line.
You know that's a fucking muffler tucks in there, bro?
Sweet.
It's made to order.
It's got an inch everywhere.
Yeah.
I took pictures of all the corners.
It's
You can
great.
see here nothing, here nothing, here nothing, right there nothing. And once it's fixed to the downpipe, we could even use a rod here with a mount off this thing. So, I mean, first things first, I'm gonna chop the muffler, get the angle going,
Right.
make the neck, and then we're waiting on this. And then he's like, oh, don't cut this, just whatever. I was like, all right, find one. I don't care, I'm not trying to waste shit, just find it, give it to me. Yeah. So we can come 45 around here, 45 back in line, and then straight shot in with the clamp here.
Right.
So you just take this clamp off and that clamp off, and you take off the downpipe with the silencer.
Right.
That's sweet. Now front.
You know what I did? What I did
Now
with
stand to the side. Now round and round.
what I did with what I did with my car, with my big muffler that goes in the center, and I have 2 inlets and 1 outlet.
Yeah.
I came up with a two. I mean, they go like this. I came out with a
Yeah,
two
you
from
like-
here,
yeah.
and I put the B bands over here.
Yeah. I mean, wherever is more convenient, that has more room for access. I think right now, like there. Because when I get them, like same thing with here, I could chop it closer, and I could put it like right here is super accessible. Here is not really, you know, like
No, closer
you know, like right here is better.
Actually, right around here, where you have the widest.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Look, the chassis has a big hole here. I chop it a little, because when it gives it, gonna give me with flanges. I'm gonna chop that off and put the flange. I want the least amount of like reduction areas and stuff like that. I don't want 5 steps taking this long. If I could just come in clean on one side and just step down once, that's it. Like that, I don't want to go from 3.5 to 3 to 3.5 to the flare to 4 again. Just come in 3.5 nice and clean in, that's it. Come out however you want. Everything is a smooth transition, no steps.
Do these oil coolers look okay? The fins? They look all clogged up to me.
As long as they don't go to 300 degrees, you're okay.
Those new ones we got wouldn't work on here?
Yeah, but I need to make this so I can make lines first.
Oh, gotcha. So that it works with the
More
stock.
people are
Gonna
gonna buy
leave.
lines for their factory coolers
Yeah.
for the sake of the kit. Then people are gonna just all replace their oil.
Well, how much
cooler.
is the replacement? It was like $100, wasn't it? A cooler, or less?
Or less than that.
What?
To get new ones, to get new
Yeah,
coolers.
but before it's in, it's more than $100.
Well, yeah, but
It's
shit, if you're
fitting.
gonna do a project like this and you're getting
Right,
holes
what
and
I'm
taking
saying
the
is, like,
bumpers
I need
off,
to make
it's-
the lengthened lines first to
Oh,
the
I got-
factory set and see
Right.
if you could just wedge it and be
Did
good
you
for the
get
other
the
one.
fittings?
I'm saying this has more
you-
priorities.
You already did the lines, right?
Everything.
yeah,
I
that makes perfect sense. So
You know
as
what I
long
mean?
as we can determine if it's swappable or not.
That's what I mean, like 2 things. One, we need to do this one first, so we'll do this one first, and then we might not have to do a second one if I get lucky and make them with enough slack that we could just go to the corners. and
Where are
then-
the outlets on the new? Have you found them?
They're on the
around here?
corners. Those
the
have
corners.
I haven't found them, but as far as I remember, they're on the corners. They're either straight down or straight back. Either way, you go 90s or you go straights.
Right.
That's not an issue, but what I'm saying is the mounting. If I could get this off and get that off and get some type of mounting that assimilates this, done. But if it's a little bit more, then we gotta make a mount. Now we gotta go get materials, hardware, you know,
No,
a
I
little bit
hear
more
you,
extensive.
man.
So I wanna get the guy that just like he wants to get rid of those metal things. Plus, here's another thing. It's not just a hose kit because the way that he wants to lube them. So before, if I'm not mistaken, it goes into one cooler. Then it doubles into a second cooler, and then it comes back.
Right.
So if it's not cooling, it's not going to cool once, it's not going to cool twice, it's not working at all. So it's
Right.
no point in hitting it times 2. Here, it comes out, and it both goes to 2 separate coolers, and it splits the volume and the heat by 2.
So these don't interact.
No.
Straight back and forth.
Straight through both of them, so like half of it goes to the right, half of it goes to the left. It all joins back up and comes back
okay.
nice and cool.
On the return, it comes
Before
back.
it come in super hot, try to lose as much as it could
Right,
here,
and then go to the
see
next
if it could
one,
lose some
right,
more over
yeah.
there. Why? Because it didn't work all together. If
Yeah.
you could just make one clean shot somewhere and come back clean, you're good. That's without to stage it twice. I don't know why they did that unless this is a good setup if you're in like subarctic weather.
Yeah.
Because you gotta make sure it's all up to temperature, and that's what
Right.
this will do. Stage the temperatures by how you got it and how long it takes.
Yeah,
you
but
to
if
get
you're
it
in
up.
Florida heat with the
Yeah, if you're
fucking
anywhere in
pedal
Florida,
mashed,
Texas,
you don't
California,
need.
anywhere in the United States where the sun comes out and it's not icy, yeah, the thing's gonna fucking cook.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wanted to get that. Those are all hammered down, locked down, whatever. But I need more time, so it took me to go get the muffler.
Yeah.
And I didn't have it the first time, so I went the second time and they had it.
Right.
I want to make the lines to this. I have all the fittings, but I'm looking at where he wants to tee it. He wants to tee it. I'm looking at where I want to tee it.
Right.
Because you could tee it over here. That could be like 50 fittings. I need to put it like somewhere where it's like perfect. So either way, I'm just doing that, and I'm trying to get the area opened up for the radiator
Right.
fans.
That looks good.
So it still has a lot of strength. So as much as I cut off, it didn't really make much difference. It's gonna still support everything the same, and it's gonna have the amount of flow that we're gonna need for high speed. Maybe not at low speed or anything under 100, but I think after 100, you start beating on the car, you need to let the air through
Yeah.
without resistance.
Yeah, yeah.
So with that hood, something like this is gonna work like 10 times. If it would work a little bit in a normal car with a regular hood, this thing with a hood that actually creates the scavenge.
Where's that hood, by the way?
I don't know, they must have just moved it. They're moving a bunch of stuff. You guys just moved the hood for this car?
Yes.
That nostril thing?
Yeah,
no,
I put it
don't.
on the outside, bro.
Yeah,
Okay,
don't-
yeah, I want to take it over to the paint shop today.
Yeah, so where you
Drop it
going?
off. It's fun. See where you.
Leave it wherever
Right
it
in
is.
front of the door.
We'll take it.
Perfect.
And let's see if Juanito's there. So I get this fucking line for this AC. We're gonna go somewhere right here.
Yeah.
And we got one here. So I'm gonna cut this off right now. I was just showing Carlos the exhaust. But we agreed that instead of coming in like this, instead of doing that and having all these steps, I had the idea to just eliminate all that. Flow-wise, it's more sound to just chop this off and come on straight, and then find my angle, and then I'm good from there.
Just weld it onto the
Yeah.
muffler.
And look how much cleaner, how much more streamlined it
Sweet.
is.
Yeah.
So either way, I'm gonna have to do it anyway, so it's better for me, and it comes out better. So that's a go. I'm gonna cut it off right now. See where I could get with this. Let me go get my grinder.
Good.
Oh, what trailer park?
There you go.
No,
Boris,
no,
turn around, bro.
no.
You get the entire calendar in 2 sheets. Right
Yeah,
here.
but it's like there's the dumps. Look, wait a second. Where's my bitch? Where's the last one? She was all right. Damn. What the fuck was that
You don't
horse
like
name?
that, bro?
That was not bad. That's not bad.
There's some talent in here, right? You know.
Yeah.
That looks more your style.
We're gonna have to check some internal tolerances, but yeah. I don't see why we can't try something.
And there's more in the back, bro.
That's what I tell her. That's what I tell her.
Been to Hooters lately, huh?
No, a friend of mine gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to. Yeah! Woo! Cut it out!
You like that Sawzall, huh?
Fucking who you think bought that shit like 10 years ago? Start fucking shit up. Get out my muffler!
Beat the war drums.
Get it all out. That's what I'm talking about. Eviction notice. My pipe! Pipe it up! Cut it off at the neck. Chopped its beak off. My favorite. Next.
So Carlos, you endorse Flowmaster?
What's that?
Do you endorse Flowmaster?
You want to endorse Flowmaster?
Yeah, you need to pick up that box and give me a little commercial on why we're using it so I can send it to them. Tell us to sponsor us.
Well,
Just chop their inlet fucking
actually, I'll tell you a little story. The second to the last PRI show that was held in Orlando before they moved it to Indiana, I went up there by myself. I remember I went by myself, and I went up to the Flowmaster booth, and I explained to them what I wanted to do when I was installing the 3-rotor with the 2 turbos, that I wanted to come out from the turbochargers with 2 3-inch downpipes, go into a box, a Flowmaster box, and come out with a 1-inch outlet. Anyway, I got to talk to one of the engineers there for a while. I even gave him the model number of the Flowmaster that would fit. And anyway, that's it. That was the first day. PRI closes Saturday afternoon, so it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I came home, and about a week later, I received the box from Flowmaster, and they had made me a muffler exactly
Based on what you told them. Huh.
And they said, try it. If it doesn't work, send it back. If it works, let us know, and we'll talk about it.
Nice. Did it work?
Well, beautiful. Worked fantastic. So yeah, I like to watch. You took the box. I like Flowmasters. Normally don't work on rotary engines because rotary engines are 2 strokes and and require a straight flow design so that the pulses don't back up. But the turbocharger absorbs the pulses. So from the turbocharger back, it doesn't really matter what kind of muffler you have, you just don't want to choke it. Flowmasters flow real well because they have chambers in there without any real restriction. The biggest restriction is the size of the can, of the box. The bigger this can is, the more air it can manage. So it does 2 functions. It generates more torque because you have that volume of air packed in there, and it quiets it at the same time. So because of the temperature that rotary engines generate with the exhaust, even though the turbo will absorb 300 degrees, there's still a lot of heat in that downpipe. So using a medium-sized Flowmaster as a resonator on a rotary car is excellent. I've had excellent results doing that. Not only that, but it really it adds, at least to my taste, it adds a nice touch to the sound of the turbocharger.
Deep throaty kind of rumbly.
You know? So it fits beautiful in the space where the catalytic converter used to go, and handles the heat really well.
This one doesn't have any glass packing in it, right?
No. Flowmasters is a can that is tuned by the volume and by the chambers inside, and those chambers basically control. If you take a look at it, you'll see that they're like 45-degree angles.
Yeah, I saw that.
See that there? These chambers basically control.
It's like a splitter.
Right. You know how much of that air that's being exhausted goes around and contained before it actually exits again.
Right.
You know, it's whoever thought about it, I think got lucky in the technology. Maybe they tried 20 different designs until one worked really well. but it works. It works really well. You know?
It works well enough to get a place on the project car.
You've got the downpipe. Oh, you took it off?
Yeah. Don't fuck up my suit.
See, that works really, really nice because you've got these chambers here open up, and then they run along the sides.
Right.
Then whatever's coming in under pressure hits that V, and it's forced to go on the side. All that mixes together and adjust the velocity of that air coming together. Somewhere on the line here, there's another couple of these.
So it has to make turns.
Yeah, I don't know what I would
Baffles.
call them. Baffles, let's say.
Yeah.
And then they come together and then direct it out the back.
Right.
And depending where they place them, it adjusts the sound. It's pretty cool technology. The beauty about it is that they absorb a lot of heat and really don't slow the flow.
Right. Cool.
And the bigger that can is, the deeper the throat and the more torquey the engine becomes. But it will not work on an NA rotary. It will not work.
Right.
They'll get to a point where the pulses of the engine will begin to bounce off that V and bounce back into the motor and create reversion through the intake system.
Choking the engine.
It's like constantly hitting a wall.
Wow.
But after the turbo absorbs all the pulses. So from the turbocharger back, it's basically a smooth column of air.
Gotcha. Excuse me.